You better start today. Hoda and Jenna. Hoda and Jenna. It's the only way. Hoda and Jenna. Hoda and Jenna. They make you feel like everything's okay and put a smile up on your face. Let's celebrate. Hoda and Jenna.
Hey guys, welcome Tuesday, October the 15th.
Like, we're coming in here on a Tuesday. Don't you like that?
I love a tight week, short, tight.
Short and tight, and we have a huge week.
I mean, look, we have a guy who's sweeping the nation. His name is Snoop Dogg, and he's going to co-host with us on Thursday. I'm so excited about that.
Wait, we're going to have so much fun.
He's so fun and
We
crazy.
need to wear our necklaces he gave us, remember?
Oh, do you have yours?
Yes, I do. Do you have yours?
I don't think so, but I'm going to find it.
I'm sure
gonna find
you do.
It. It's in there somewhere.
Well, and Pamela Anderson is also coming by today, which we are so looking forward to.
And if you think you can define Pamela Anderson in a few words, you know, from remembering how she started her career, she has repotted, and she's got a whole new deal going. So I'm so excited. Can't wait.
Repotted is your favorite word.
I want it to be, you know how they do those words that are like trendy? I think repotting should be trendy.
I mean, if we probably did like a side by side of how many times you've said it,
I keep saying
you yourself have trended it.
I can't stop saying it.
Well, Halloween is here, you guys, almost.
Yeah.
We finally know what we're going to be. And
confirmed all the way?
You and I are confirmed.
Oh, us for here. I thought you were talking about your kids. We know what we're going to be. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you and I know what we're going to be. Amy Schumer is mom to a 5-year-old. His name is Gene. And like many of us, Amy was so excited to buy and find his costume, but then it arrived, and it was not what she expected.
No.
I tried to order a Halloween costume for my son to be a bird, and by accident I got this. So, if anybody needs me to homeschool their kid, I just wanted you to know that I'm a totally fit parent.
Okay.
I would wear that hat.
You would?
Oh, I would wear that hat.
I know, but wasn't it for her child?
Well, isn't that what happens, by the way? If you don't read the fine print on what you are ordering, it's because we're just so used to having anything come our way.
I know. It's like the wigs. That's the draw. When you order a wig for your kid for Halloween, you're going to get something that you don't want.
Well, you have to put in child size 8 to 10 or whatever your child's size is. Wig. Otherwise, you're getting a wig for Henry Hager.
I know.
Right?
The wigs are not good.
The wigs are huge.
Well, what do you do when, because I know that I've seen your Amazon list. You get a lot of things on Amazon because it's an easier way. I do the same. Scroll mine, shampoo. Sometimes I just do it because it's easier. When you get something that doesn't fit, isn't right for you, you don't want, but it came, what do you do with the item?
You return it.
How?
You
put it back in the package?
Yeah, you put it back in the package.
And leave it on your front
doorstep. You take it to Whole Foods or wherever you have an Amazon drop-off near you, and you scan it, and then you return it.
Wait. So you take your, give me an example.
Well, I'll give you an example. Poppy wanted her cat Mango to be a shark for Halloween.
Okay.
She thought Mango was smaller than he actually is.
Okay.
He's a very large cat. Right. She ordered him a small. Yeah. He needed, not to fat shame him, but he needed a plus size.
He needed a bigger one. Okay.
And so we returned his shirt
So you went to Whole Foods.
I was at Whole Foods anyway. Right there, that shark. Look how cute that shark outfit is.
Refunded. You did refund it. Okay.
I refunded it. No, you didn't believe me.
No, I didn't. Because you know why? Because sometimes you like to say like you're doing something like that, and maybe it's not always the case.
I refund everything that doesn't work because I'm married to Henry Hager.
Oh yeah, Henry is that tight. Yeah.
But also, what are you going to do? Keep that little cat
thing around? No, give it to somebody. Just give it to somebody.
Give that cat outfit. If I brought that cat outfit to anybody, they'd be like, no, thank you. What do? You ordered 2 wigs.
Okay. Sometimes well, actually, we did order 3 wigs. 1 was rainbow colored, and 2 were grown-ups. So 1 fits the kids, and the other 2 are too big. So we have a dress-up thing where we put stuff in there, so I just dumped them in there so they can use them for dress-up.
But they don't fit them.
It doesn't matter when you're dressing up. You can wear anything. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's all right.
Wait, what are y'all going to be for Halloween?
I don't know, because you know why? First, Hope wanted to be a pumpkin, so then I got a pumpkin zippy, one of those pajama pumpkin things, and she got one that inflated, and then she realized she didn't like it. That's not fun.
You're knocking into people. You can't run straight to the
candy. And you have to keep the motor running to keep it blown up.
I like the idea of those, but I don't like to wear them myself.
So that, and then it was going to be Barbie, because they like Barbie, and then it was a cheerleader.
And were you going to be Ken?
No, I'm still going to be a pumpkin. I'm still keeping my same thing. What about
I've been begging Hal to let me be. He's going to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, and
I want to be his girlfriend.
Okay.
I do. I want to be his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle girlfriend and a green unitard, because I also think that would look good.
Why are you encouraging her?
And he is punishing me for I'm not sure what.
He's saying no?
And he's saying no. He said, so Daddy can be my girlfriend.
So what are you going to be?
So I'm going to order it and hope he lets me. Okay, Mariah Carey, y'all. She's joined two of our favorites, Bowen Yang and Matt Rogers, on their Las Culturistas podcast.
Okay, so they have this bit at the end, and it's called this. I don't think so, honey. It's like one of those, they're over it kind of thing.
Why have we never done their show?
I don't know.
I think we love them. But anyway, so the guests get to rant about whatever frustrates them. Here's what Mariah says.
I can't with the overhead lighting. Oh. Why do they do it to us? Why? And I shouldn't even say us, because it's not us, it's me. I'm the one that gets the most tortured by the hideous lighting. Overhead lighting, I don't think so, honey.
No,
Please stop it. Every place I go, I shut the lights.
15
Turn them out. I don't want to see them. No more.
Yes.
No more, honey.
No
There's
more,
10 seconds.
baby.
One more thing on overhead lighting.
One more thing on overhead lighting. It makes me sick.
First of all, Mariah Carey's on their podcast. Let's begin with that.
They are huge.
That is amazing. And by the way, I think Mariah's right about overhead.
Yes.
If there's a light on top of you, remember when you shine a flashlight underneath you?
Yes.
Those two areas are not good to have it.
No, ghoulish.
It's got to come. Yeah.
Ghoulish. It's ghoulish. You look like a ghoul if you're. I was in Charleston, and we went to this literary event, and the lights were so bright. It was nighttime. People were in nice outfits. The lights were so bright, you felt like you were like in a library midday.
No,
and the person, Jason Owen, our friend,
Jason,
went and was like, I got to turn down these lights. I go, are you going to really turn? He goes, I'm going to find a. He's like, he's a producer. He just couldn't stand it. Somehow I went in. He goes, much better. It was dim and lovely. But you know what I mean? When that feeling
it's jarring.
Of 2 a.m. and the lights come on and you're like, usually at yourself. And Bowen and Matt also gave us a shout out.
Yeah, this is big. This is big. They've been counting down their list of the top 400 iconic things, and guess who topped out at number 114?
Wait, what?
Take a look.
I didn't know that part.
Number 14, Hoda and Jenna. They're so us. They're daytime us coded.
Am I Hoda?
Yes. Does that make you happy? Makes me happy.
Yeah.
I'll be Jenna Bush Hager.
I can be Jenna Bush Hager too.
Jenna Bush Hager, a lyric in my song.
Oh my God.
I wanna see Jenna Bush Hager come out the building because that's where she works.
I know that lyric too.
Wait, we love them, but 114?
What was 113?
Seriously?
112?
What was 93, Bowen and Matt?
In the top, first of all, the fact that they have a top 400 is hilarious.
We love them.
All right, we got a great show for you today. Emmy-winning actor and best-selling author Henry Winkler is here.
But first, we catch up with the one and only Pamela Anderson. She's got a beautiful new cookbook and a new movie getting Oscar buzz. We're going to chat with her right after this. Pamela Anderson has been a pop culture icon for decades, but she's just getting started.
Not only does she have a new movie coming out, she's also giving us a peek into her home life with her first ever cookbook. It's titled, I Love You, Recipes from the Heart. Pamela, it's so good to see you here. Before you even sat down, you said something funny, and Jen and I both agreed afterwards. You said, when we're talking about Mariah Carey and lighting, you said, who cares about lighting?
It's just the 90s.
Just be free.
I said, let the makeup go, let the lighting go. I feel so free.
That's what you
about
said.
that.
Yeah. It's such an amazing thing.
Yeah.
Because, HD doesn't do any of us any favors. I just I just
don't care.
No, and now I'm going to have a little more time for myself than trying to, keep up with the Joneses or chase youth or anything. I feel like I do feel free, and it was a choice. And I feel great. I feel good in my own skin.
Was that a choice that came after many, many years, or was there a moment where you were just like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
I was at Paris Fashion Week, and I was getting ready, and it was about to be 3 hours in hair and makeup, and I thought, I just really want to go to the Louvre. I want to see Paris, and who am I competing with?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this? And so I said, I'm just going to go out. I'm just not going to wear makeup. I didn't realize it was going to be a big deal. I didn't realize that it was going to resonate with so many people.
Yes.
I had people coming up to me and thanking me, bringing their little girls to me and saying, introducing me as, see this woman. Like, it's just really interesting to see the ripple effect it's had. But I did it for myself.
Yes.
I did it for myself just to say, I'm good enough as I am, and I don't need to chase this impossible dream. And that was the great parallel too with the character I got to play in The Last Showgirl.
Yeah.
As, you know, this discounted, disregarded, you know, person who's trying to take her power back in her own way. It was really sweet. It was really, everything is cathartic, everything is therapy in this business, I think, and I just feel like the stars are aligning and the dots are connecting. And I've always wanted to write a cookbook. I've always been a cook. Just since I was young, I cooked for myself. And my kids talked me into doing this. I gave them a recipe card box that said, I love you. And it was for their first house. It was a housewarming gift. And the entrepreneur that Brandon and Dylan are said, Mom, this is a cookbook. We're calling a publisher. I said, okay, let's do it.
You're like, this was just a gift.
Yeah, but he wants to be a gift to the world because it's really, you know, plant-based cooking can be a little intimidating.
Yeah.
And I was intimidated too, and I did it for, you know, compassionate reasons, and then I realized all the great other reasons to do it. But I just wanted to, I traveled the world and I was trying to make things plant-based, and so this is kind of my little trip around the world and back again, and what I want to share with everybody.
There's that saying about we all are just trying to go home again.
Yes.
And I feel like that's exactly you in every way. I mean, you know, a lot of people are defined by their youth, whether they won a Super Bowl or won a gold medal or won an award, at acting. And I so admire you as I'm looking at you. I'm like, I feel like.
Oh, thank you. Oh, but we don't want to be defined by our worst decisions either. You know, it's funny how what we are defined by.
But I think it is, like, I keep using this word repotting. It's like pulling yourself up by the roots. They're dangling. You're scared, and then you get into fertile ground, which is where you are in your life. It's in a million places.
Well, I get chills. I mean, gardening is such a metaphor.
Yeah.
You know, to get back to your roots and to see how vegetables grow from seeds, and just it's such a miracle. And I feel like my garden saved me. I did my 3 or 4 years ago is when I moved back home, and I renovated my little vegetable farm. As I was renovating, felt like that's what I was doing that for myself too. And so over those last 3 years, I feel like I've just, I don't know, it just feels like a whole, it's the next chapter.
Yeah.
And, you know, not too many people get second chances, even first chances in this whole industry. You know, I've always wanted to be an actress, and so I'm really happy that I get to do that. I'm glad that, you know, and when it rains, it pours. I mean, we didn't plan on having the cookbook come out and the movie come out and everything, but that's just how it works, and so you just embrace it all.
When you look at your history and all the things that you've done, a lot of times, like, we all look back on our history and say, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I'm glad I did that. Do you have regrets when you look back?
Well, I look back and think I would have done things differently, but I needed that life experience to bring me to this point to realize I might have done those differently. So I mean, you can't really have those regrets. But of course, looking back, I wish this and I wish that. I wish I could have been, you know, more present for my kids, or I wish, you know, I would have put more effort into my career at certain times and really kind of fight back. But I'm doing it now.
Yes.
And I have all the energy in the world. I look at my mother, who's, you know, she's in her 70s, and she has more energy than me. Yeah. So look out.
Yes. I saw this beautiful clip of you talking about how this film scared you, that there was fear. But then instead of just saying, well, I'm scared of it, no, you said, there's fear and I'm going to jump into it. Yeah. And I feel like, I was like, God, I want to show that to my girls. Yeah. Scary things are okay, you know?
Yes, it's usually those things are the things that are tempting you to change. So feel the fear and do it anyway.
That's exactly what you said.
And that's what the girls on the movie too, Karen and Brenda, said that, you know, they watched me do that. They could see me, you know, struggle with certain things and then just do it. And so that's what they took away from it. And yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you grow, because we can all get stuck in these habits. I think even with, like I said, eating plant-based, just habits, you know, we're used to eating meat and dairy products, and how do I cook without it? I went through all those things. So that's what I was able to hopefully be able to bring in this book. And my little bits of writing here and there. It's just little.
So beautiful. And that poem.
The soulmate poem.
We read it this morning. That poem is so beautiful. You're such a beautiful writer.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Well, I do my little open journal. I write, my kids encourage me to do that too, so I don't send them annoying long emails every day, with, quotes from, poets and everything. They're like, Mom, can you just please write something else?
Can I ask you about love? Because this is interesting. I think sometimes when a heart gets broken, it gets harder. I mean, that seems to happen. You're somebody who's had a lot of love in your life, but you're open. I think it was Smokey Robinson who said, wow,
you're romantic.
You're a romantic. But how did it not get hardened because of life?
Well, I don't look at any relationship as a failure. And they have times, and maybe they're not as long-lasting as you'd like them to be. But also, what is a failure? Is it a failure to stay in a relationship that isn't good for you? Or so when people say failed marriages, I get, I don't look at them as a failure. I look at them as I did the right thing, eventually. And also I am a romantic, and I'm not bitter, I'm not jaded, and I'm open-hearted. And like I said, I would have done things maybe differently looking back at this point in my life, but I feel this is the best time in my life. I feel so strong. I feel so excited and inspired, and things are going so well.
I can feel that from you.
Oh, good.
It's vibing.
It's vibing. And like I said, I'm letting go of the things that really kind of held me back before. Yeah, and I feel good.
I mean, if you look at these pictures in the cookbook and you're like, was that who you always were? But then there was a culture that said, wear the makeup, do the, and you had a role that was...
Well, it's great to be a part of pop culture, but it can be a blessing and a curse.
Yes.
To be loved one way, the red bathing suit, or even like the, whatever those crazy, wild, fashion moments I had. And but yes, I've always been this girl, and I always felt like I was playing characters. So I wanted to be the best rock star wife. I wanted to be the best Baywatch, the best Playboy playmate. But now I am me. I'm more me than I've ever been.
And I love, too, that your children seem to be the one. Every time you mention some step you took, you're like, my kid said I should try. My kid said I should try.
I mean, I was going to say...
They're like nudging you along.
They can be brutal, too, sometimes. Yes, but they're like truth tellers. They're wonderful, and they're very smart. And Brandon is the one who produced the documentary.
Which was amazing.
And that's how Gia found me and said, this is my Shelley.
Yes.
And, there's a lot of parallels, but it was kind of a starting point. I mean, it was a complete transformation, and I really know this is what I'm meant to do. And if I just felt, this might be the only chance I ever get. I may never do another movie. So I've...
Gave
it all. Yeah.
Well, it's getting Oscar buzz.
Yeah.
So whatever you gave seems to be working.
Congratulations.
Oh, my goodness. Thank you.
Thank you for coming to see us.
Well, thank you. I want to see you guys again.
I know. Come back.
You got to get this, guys. Pamela's cookbook. It's like an art piece.
It is.
More
you
than
want
a cookbook.
coffee table book.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's called I Love You. It is out today. You can check it out at today.com/books or wherever you buy your books.
Yes, exactly. Speaking of new books, our pal Henry Winkler is out with a new children's book. He's here to tell us all about it.
Emmy-winning actor Henry Winkler goes by so many titles, but around here, he is simply one of the nicest guys we've ever met.
True. Now Henry's out with his latest children's book. It's called Detective Duck and the Case of the Missing Tadpole. And his best-selling memoir, Being Henry, The Fonz and Beyond, is coming out in paperback next week. Look at this, author extraordinaire.
I am exhausted.
Because being you is pretty awesome.
It's true, but before I go any further, I want to say this. I know that a lot of people have sat here. There are a lot of guests that come through this show that you have been doing for a long time. You, too, make each guest feel like they are the only guest. And I just want to say on behalf of my wife, Stacey, and I, we are going to miss you as America is going to miss you. Thank you for always making me welcome. The two of you have a chemistry that is going to be very difficult to fill.
That's so
Thank
sweet.
you.
That is the truth.
Well, if you want a job, there's one opening up.
You know what?
Let's just switch places and see how I feel.
I could sit on that couch. But I'm not kidding. There you go. I love you very much. And you have always made me feel wonderful.
Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you.
Thank you. So there was a moment that we saw with you and Richie Cunningham as you were celebrating the 50th anniversary of your show at the Emmys. That was crazy.
Okay, so that is what I'm talking about. You cannot create chemistry. It's either there or it is not. So 50 years later, I'm in a set with Ron Howard, and as we started for our 45 seconds, like a bolt out of heaven came the chemistry, as if we had never been apart.
Wow.
Don't you love that?
That's
True.
awesome.
True.
That's real stuff.
Okay, we have to talk about your life as a writer.
Yes.
Because you have a prolific one. This is your 39th
Ninth book.
Yeah,
yes.
39.
With Lynn Oliver.
Yes.
We have written everyone together. This time we have an illustrator beyond words, Dan Santat. He won the Colcott Award.
Wow.
And he has brought our imagination to life in The Detective Duck.
I know that you are a reluctant reader as a little.
I am.
You are.
I have trouble reading today.
And I feel like you're saying to all those kids out there, I was a reading teacher, like, hey, it's okay.
Yeah.
You could be me. Look what happens.
Right.
You know?
So Lynn and I believe that humor is the gateway to readers, and this is for emerging readers, the beginning reader.
Yes.
She is a cute duckling who wants to be a detective, and she's also an environmentalist.
Oh my gosh.
I
love her.
Things.
Yes.
She can do it all.
She does it all.
Wait, now
can we talk about your son being your boss now?
American Horror Story.
What is going on?
Okay,
He's
so
running the
I
show.
have 3 children, Jed, Zoe, and Max. They are all my boss, but all of a sudden I got paid from Max. So he runs with his colleague Alexis a lot of shows for Ryan Murphy.
Yes.
And he ran American Horror Stories that starts tonight. And he hired me as an actor.
Now, was he a tough boss?
He is very strict. He is very strict. You know, I ad-lib because it's hard reading.
Yeah.
And he said, "Not this time, Dad. Respect the writer. There is an exclamation point. Use it." Oh my goodness, it is amazing. But I asked for a cup of coffee on the set. The crew brought me a paper cup of coffee, and on it was Daddy Winkler.
Daddy Winkler.
I could no longer concentrate.
I think Daddy Winkler needs to be your next book.
You know, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We could work together in one way if we need
I'm
to.
going to, I left my phone out backstage, but I'm going to start taking notes.
Yes, I love
Daddy
it.
Winkler. Okay, Henry's going to stick around.
Yes, I am.
You were going to lead us in one of your master classes.
Acting
what?
master
Can we do that?
classes.
It is one of my favorite things to do. I do it rarely, but having
you'll
an
do it?
acting,
For us, we're excited.
We'll have a commercial break and then we'll get our lesson. We are back with Hollywood legend Henry Winkler, who's not only an Emmy-winning actor, he also attended the Yale School of Drama. He teaches acting, so we thought, you know what? It'd be fun if he taught us a thing or two.
Okay, that's right. It's time for
Henry Winkler's Acting Masterclass.
Okay, Hoda and I are going to perform snippets of famous monologues, and Henry will give us some notes and some pointers, and we're going to give it another try. Neither one of us are actors, okay?
Well, clearly. Okay.
You know what? You're going to do your
Okay,
best.
I'm going to go first. I've prepared, and no, I haven't prepared, but
So read to the
I have an expert from Jean Valjean and Les Miserables.
Wow.
Excerpt.
Are you going to sing it?
I could. Okay, do I come up here?
There's
okay,
your
ready?
blue-
Here I
Okay.
go. Now pretend I'm Jean.
Now I have it in my mind.
Jean. Okay, ready?
Oh, look at that.
I am reaching, but I fall, and the night is closing in as I stare into the void, to the whirlpool of my sin. I'll escape now from the world of Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean is nothing now. Another story must begin.
Wow.
That was good.
That was really good.
Do you have notes for me?
I do. I have one note.
Okay.
Strip it all down. Not.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Not literally.
No, not literally. Just do it again and merely tell the story.
Okay.
What is it you're saying?
Okay, what is
What is it?
Sean
What is does the whole thing say?
He's about to go.
What is your last
to
line?
prison. Well, another story. He's changing his life. He's repotting.
Tell everybody you're
He's
changing.
repotting. Okay.
You're changing your life.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
changing
go.
my life.
Get him.
Okay,
Get him, JBH. Get him.
Okay. I am reaching, but I fall, and the night is closing in as I stare into the void, to the whirlpool of my sin. I'll escape now from that world of Jean Valjean. Jean Valjean is nothing now. Another story must begin.
Better.
That
was good.
I kind of liked how he went like that.
I know.
You know, because
Keep that in your house.
Okay. Congratulations. That was awesome.
Okay, I've always wanted to be Jean Valjean. Thank you.
Okay, do-si-do.
Okay, do-si-do. Now, who are you going to be?
I don't know. I'm Julia Roberts.
Yes, you are.
From the famous scene.
Look at that smile.
From Notting Hill.
A great movie.
It's a great movie.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
Hit it.
Okay, wait, what am I doing here? Okay, I got it. You know, the fame isn't really real, you know. And don't forget, I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her. Goodbye.
Oh, I thought that was good. I thought that was very good.
Okay, I only have one thing.
Okay.
You don't want to show the person your emotion until you leave.
Until I leave.
So you want to leave him with the strength of what you're saying.
So don't cry at goodbye.
Got it. And just walk away?
Just
on
walk
goodbye?
away.
Okay.
But really tell him what you want him to know.
Okay. One more time. Here we go. The fame isn't really real, you know. And don't forget, I'm also just a girl standing in front of a boy, asking him to love her.
She's not good at goodbyes. She's not good at goodbyes.
As Jenna will know.
She's really not good at goodbyes.
I just want to say I take cash.
Do you have Venmo?
I don't have Venmo. I have none of the modern conveniences, and I don't take checks.
Okay.
We love you, Henry.
We adore you.
Wow.
And Henry's latest children's book, it's so great, Detective Duck. It is out today in the paperback edition of his memoir. Y'all order it now. Being Henry is out next Tuesday.
I just want to say if that book is too heavy, you know, the hardcover, and you're in your purse and it's too much, you now have a bendable buddy in the paperback.
You can get it wherever you get your books.
All right.
Or today.com.
Where is that? I'm going now.
Indie bookstore. Go to an indie bookstore.
Coming up next, from boyfriend blush to winter bronzer, Trinity Woodall shows us 3 celebrity makeup trends and how to get that look after this.
Thank you, Henry.
Best guest ever.
You're
It's time to help you get the look and freshen up your makeup routine for the cooler months ahead.
Yeah, beauty expert Trini Woodall is here to help with 3 inspired trends that we're seeing a lot of celebrities wearing this fall. Hi.
Hi, and it's about how do we bring it back to ourselves, and it's about skincare and makeup. So
I love it.
Okay, let's talk about boyfriend blush.
What
we don't even know what that means.
This is like we've run out, and I could say we've just had great sex, but I'm just going to leave it to we've got that
you
natural,
did say it,
I did that natural flush.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so how do we do that natural flush? We choose the right tone. We also prep our skin. We have great ingredients like peptides, hyaluronic acid, things to give hydration, and then we're just going to put the blusher in a place that we would naturally feel we would like. If you are out for a run with your skin tone, you might not have that colour, but you're going to have this colour to bring out your eyes and look fabulous. And it's just doing it high, being a bit loose with it, putting some on the forehead, a little bit on your nose, and you're done.
So great.
I love it. Looks beautiful.
Okay, now we have Monica, and we're talking bright eyes.
We are talking bright eyes, and you know, many of us wake up and we feel tired.
Yeah.
And it's about what you do skincare-wise and what you do makeup-wise. And there's been a habit. We did Touche-Éclat in the 90s. It was 1 shade for 26 skin tones. So first of all, we prep our eye. We do a little eye cream because it's going to hydrate your eye.
Yeah.
This one is the wrong way. It's when we did it light and heavy and creasy. So go in on that, just seeing that.
Yeah, you can
First, you prep the eye. So I'm using Take Back Time. Then I'm going to go in with the concealer. The shade of gorgeous Monica's skin tone. We don't need to go lighter. We don't need to go lighter. What we want to do is we want to blend it out, and we go further south than we think, okay? And we go above and below. Look up, darling. And then, if we're feeling tired, we go in with a tiny little pencil, and we get some light in the corner of our eye.
And that just pops it out?
And it pops it, but then we're not panda-eyeing, and we're not creased, and we're not dry.
Your eyes are gorgeous.
Yeah,
gorgeous
beautiful.
anyway. Before and after.
Now we're talking
Carey. Hey, girl.
Winter bronzer.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
not too much,
Yeah,
right?
you know, with bronzer, the most important thing you can do is to do exfoliants before. PHAs, AHA, BHAs.
Look at these.
Get the pH balance even.
Gorgeous, all
We've
these.
got here Zendaya. She has great skin. Get the great skin first. So use those. And then
Carly's
you can
got
go
that.
on.
Yeah, she does.
So when we do it, we think, where does the sun hit? So we go around our cheekbones. We go around our temples.
So is this
here.
after you put on blush? You put on. This is the last thing you're putting on.
The last thing you put on, but this could be if you've got a great skincare routine, you could just do
this.
the extension of the summer on our nose. We go a little tanned.
And the color kind of matters, right? Like I have a bronzer that's way too dark. And whenever I use it.
Yeah, and also it's about using powder or cream. And I think powder can sit on top of skin.
So what is this,
and
cream?
this is cream-based.
Chanel?
And if
Okay.
you've done exfoliant before, it will sit so beautifully on your skin. So you do those kind of liquid exfoliants you put on and don't
What do
take them
you
off.
use? Like, I love your look.
Yeah,
What do you use?
so
My look,
pretty.
I use a lot of hyaluronics and exfoliants, and then I do very gentle cream-based blush and cream-based bronzer.
Yeah,
You
it's
keep
the
it all
perfect
creamy.
amount.
It looks
All
so
cream.
good.
Yeah,
It
thank
really
you,
is.
darling. But these are the easiest looks to do for anyone.
All right, we
love it.
also
Thank
want
you,
to thank
Trini.
the John Barrett Hair Salon for the beautiful hairstyles on these models.
Coming up next, Grammy-winning chart toppers Elevation Worship perform their #1 hit right after this.
I want to remind you guys you can listen to our show whenever you get your podcast. Just tune in. We'll be right there with you.
I forgot about that. Okay, just search Today with Hoda and Jenna wherever you get your podcast. And scan
not a
the
good
QR
wrap of
code
this great show.
on our screen. No, I know.
Tomorrow, Oscar winner Eddie Redmayne will be here.
Plus Blue Blood star Donnie Wahlberg.
And we're going to find out what's all the rage with
Hannah and Paige. All right, y'all. Today's Tuesday already.
Wednesday.
See you tomorrow.
Wednesday.